This
Yeah,
conference
I'm
will
recording.
now be recorded.
Okay. If you go back and see, you have T2.micro, T2.large instance type. Sir, why can't I come up with my own? I want to select my own CPU cores. I want to select my own RAM. So what is the reason they have not providing any basically things which you can create it? Think about it, sir. Like now Amazon has provided you to select number of CPU cores and you to select RAM. What will happen if I select like this? Example, I will select number of CPU cores. How many? 5 CPU cores. RAM, 1 GB RAM. Is it correct? Is it correct?
Yeah, that combination might not
Okay.
be suitable.
Yeah, so configuration might not be correct, right? So you're selecting 5 CPU cores. What is the RAM? 1 GB RAM. That's wrong, right? So instead of that wrong configuration, AWS has done all those kind of testings, all the best practices instance types they provided it. Okay, T2 dot. So someone come up and specify, I need a very small server, sir. Normally, so you have a series, family series called as what is a family? T1. Then you have, he will come up and specify, no sir, I need more memory. I need more memory. I need more memory. So that means I will go and select 10 GB, 30 GB, 80 GB. Then you have some family called as M. Okay, someone will, he will come up and say, no sir, I want to play a game, graphic card, G family. Like that one. You need more CPU cores, less RAM. C family, compute family. Like this one, lot of families are there. Based on your selector, you can go and select it. Is it clear, right? Make sure for if you are launching an EC2 instance, this is there. What is this? Free tier. Is it clear, right? You go and click on it. So that means it is free. If you don't select it, you will get a bill. Is it clear? And what is meant by? Okay, AMI, Amazon Emission Image. Now, pretty straightforward, sir. Next one, please write it down. Next one is this one. What is this one? You can go and select. Now, what is that? What is this? My server has to be created inside a VPC, right? Do you remember we created a VPC? We created public subnet, private subnet, yes or no? This server which I'm going to create it should be created inside a VPC, inside any of our subnet. Then you need to choose it. You can go and edit it. And the people who don't know VPC, don't worry, there will be a backup. So now this is the place where you remember we learned VPC. Now you come up and say, Arey sir, this server which I am creating right now should be present in this network, in this VPC. And then which subnet? Public subnet or private subnet? Your wish. Your wish. Sir, this server is a database server. So public subnet or a private subnet?
Private.
Private subnet. Database should not be exposed to the world. Private subnet. I'm creating this server for web server. Web server public or private? Public.
Public.
You are the owner. You will select, sir, it is private subnet. I don't want private subnet. I want to launch it in public subnet. I'll go and select in public subnet. You will select the public subnet. Now, whenever you are creating any server in a public subnet, what is the mandatory thing you need to make sure? Public IP address should be assigned, and make sure you make it enable here. Don't make it disable. If you disable also, we can work it out. You can attach elastic IP address, but right now make sure what is that? AWS automatically assigns what is that? Public IP address. For public subnet, what is the mandatory thing you need to assign? Public IP address. Is it clear, guys? So which is my networking setting is, I am creating one server. I want to create a server in which network? You will select VPC and a subnet and public, or basically public IP address is needed. Yes or no, you will select it. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Next, please write it down. Please
Yes.
write it down. Networking settings. Networking setting is all about select your VPC and subnets. Which is pretty easy for anyone, which we have already learned, right? On the first 2 or 3 days. Next one, please write it down. Please write it down. Okay. Okay. Instance cost type. Okay, there are some types where now you can launch your EC2 instance. Sir, EC2 instance, let us take an example. I'll go for a very simple one. Very simple example. Don't laugh. Very simple example. Sir, I'm going for maybe I'm going January 1st, I'm going Goa. Let's take an example. I go to Goa. I need a car for one day. Okay, I'll go and ask, hey, this Swift car is there. I need for one day. What is the cost? 2000 rupees per
Day.
day. Array, sir, what is this one, sir? Can you reduce it? No, man, not reduce it. Okay, what is the cost per day? Now you see what will happen. I will go now. I will go now. Same person, same car, same shop, everything. He will give me 35% discount. What is the reason? Very simple. Now the attributes get changes. Means I will come up and say, I need Swift car. Okay, sir. How much per day? 2000 rupees. Can you give this car for 1 year? Will you provide me discount? What got changed? Time duration gets changed. Yes or no? I was asking for one day. One day there was no discount. But when I asked for 1 year, automatically he'll come up and say, don't worry, he'll calculate and say, sir, 35% is discount. Yes or no? The same thing happens with AWS. You are creating one server in AWS. Yes or no? You are
Yes.
creating one server in AWS and you want this server for 1 minute, 1 hour, 10 days. How many days you are creating this server? How many days you see? I am creating a server. Then I'll create a server right now. Once you people go off, I will right click and delete it. So please write it down. First one, on demand. On demand. Okay. So what is meant by on demand? No promise from my side, no discount from AWS side. So I will come up and say on demand mean anytime. Anytime I will create a server, anytime I will delete the server. Is it clear, right? I'll create a server right now. After 5 minutes, demo is completed. I right click and delete it. So Amazon says you are not guaranteeing when the server will get created and when the server will create it and when the server is getting deleted. You are saying you'll create a server right now, you use it for 5 hours and you delete it. You use it, you create a server, use it for 5 minutes and delete it. You are not providing any guarantee when you are creating a server, when you will delete it. I will not provide any discount. If hourly charge is 1 rupee, you need to pay 1 rupee. Is it clear, right? That is on demand. What is on demand? You will not get any discount. As an example, per hour basis, per minute basis, whatever Amazon you use it, that much you pay it. Is it clear, sir? That is called as on demand. That's fine. Second one, please write it down. Reserved instance. Sir, where do I see this one? I can't. So where is this one in this option? Where is this one? This, it is available here. Please write it down here. This one. Next one, reserved instance. Okay, you go for it. What is the next one? Reserved instance. What is the meaning of reserved instance? I said you go by example, right? Now I will go and tell AWS. So can anyone tell me, like, can anyone tell me production servers will be running for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or what? When it will run? 24 into 7 production server should already be running. You know, this server minimum 6 months it will run continuously. So you will purchase, you will sell AWS. I need one server for next 6 months. Immediately AWS say, "Oh, what? 6 months. What is that? 8 CPU core, 16 GB RAM. Oh, we'll calculate. 6 months cost. No, 1 year. Okay, 1 year. $10,000 it is coming. Pay $6,000. Will I get? I'll get discount, right? That is called as I am what I'm doing. I'm reserving that instance for long period of time. It has a capability of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and 3 years. How much years you will take it, that much discount you will get it. So reserved instance. Is it clear, guys? Reserved instance. Write it down. In reserved instance, there is a subcategory. Write it down. This one. Schedule instance. Schedule instance.
We are not able to see where you are locating.
Yeah, this one, sir. Are you able to see here?
Okay. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Okay, okay, got
Reserved
it.
instance and then schedule instance. I'll increase little bit now. Now you can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Write it down. Schedule instance. It is also subcategory of reserved instance. But what is the meaning of schedule instance? Now I have a business requirement. Sir, I need one server for 1 year, but only 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Only 12 hours I need it. In the night, I don't require. If you want those things, you can go for what is that? Schedule instance. You can schedule, I need a server from morning 9 o'clock to evening, basically 6 o'clock. You can mention it. After 6 o'clock, the system you don't require it. If you want those kind of capabilities, you can go for schedule instance. All your business requirement, AWS has provided lot of attributions for you. Is it clear, guys? Hope you understood what is on demand, what is reserved instance, and what is meant by schedule instance. And please write it down, another one, spot request, spot instance. Okay, spot instance, spot request. What is the meaning of spot request? Now, spot request is 70 to 80% cheaper cost, sir. And that too, we are all Indians. 70 to 80% discount means everyone in the world will use spot instance only. But what is the advantage of spot instance? 70 to 80 percentage discount you get it. What is the disadvantage? Spot instance life cycle is 6 hours. Write it down. There are multiple ways are there. There are a lot of things in spot instances. One of the thing is spot instance TTL, time to live, is 6 hours. So after 6 hours it will die. It will be the server will be deleted. 6 hours is a maximum lifeline. Spot request. What is the meaning of a spot request? Spot request means you will be doing a bidding. So you will come up and say, AWS will come up and say, boss, spot request cost is 5 rupees per hour cost. And 5 rupees per hour, you can bid it. You can say, I will ready to pay 5 rupees 10 paisa. So if you win the bidding, that server will come to you. But that server will delete after 6 hours. Spot instances. What is the advantage? Sir, if I get a server for 6 hours, what is the advantage? Backend server. Any backend servers, I want to take a backup, I want to do any other activities, right? So what is that? You need one server. That server should do some backend activity and it should die off. Those kind of things, very cheaper cost. You get something called as spot instances. Now a big customer will come up and say, so his requirement is, I need 4 GB RAM servers, 20 servers, 8 GB RAM servers, 50 servers, 16 GB RAM servers, I need 20 servers. So he needs total 50 to 60 servers. He needed, right? So when you go and create T2 dot small servers, 20 servers, M2 dot large 30 servers, he'll create it, right? So what do you get? You get 50 servers cost. Why do you want? So what do you want right now? You are a big customer. You are a big customer. And what do you want right now? You have this server. He will come up and say, sir, this entire box, give it to me. Is it clear, right? This one box, like a fridge, it is there right here. This entire box, this rack, give it to me. Like an example of this one. Like this one. Array, don't go and create separate server. I want one box. Give me this box. In this box, all the servers belongs to me. He will come up and say, I need it. Whatever I install, what is this one? Give me this box. So AWS will give you a dedicated box. One host dedicated box to you. Take this one. And there is nothing called as T2.micro, T2.large cost. This box is $5,000 per month. He will pay $5,000. That's it. This box entire, whether he use it, he fully use it, he don't use it, AWS will not care. He will come up and say, give me a dedicated box, man. I will go and install not AWS, I'll install VMware software. My wish. My box, my wish. So AWS will say, okay, take it, sir. So you will take that one. This is called as, what is that? This is called as a dedicated host. You can go and get this kind of capabilities here. What is this? The last one, dedicated host. Is it clear, guys? Dedicated host. You get it? Dedicated host. Fine. So these are the ways you can select your instance. Based on that one, you will get a cost. Hope you understood. Is it clear, guys? What is, sir? Sir, which I am selecting right now when I am launching an instance, which one? That is on demand. Right now we select create instance. We are creating instance. We did not went for reserved instance. We did not. It's on demand. Anytime I can create it, anytime I can delete it. No, sir, I want a reserved instance. You will see the same thing. What is reserved instance? Same thing, sir. You can select, I want to purchase the same system. You will be selecting the instance type, Linux operating system, but what will change? Term will change. Is it clear, guys? Hope it is clear what is meant by. So reserved instance. Right now I'm going here. I'm selecting this one. I'll go and click on launch. Now I'm selecting, this is on demand way. So I'm selecting AMI, I'm selecting instance type, I'm selecting network. Is it clear, sir? I'm selecting network. Now let's go into little bit now. Please write it down. What is this one? Let's go one by one. Arey yaar, these people are killing me. Not this one. Now write it down. This one. What is this? Please write it down. What is this? Number of instances. I don't want one. I need 10. What should I do? What should I do? Simply, simply what do you do? 10. So what will get create? What will get created? Similar configuration what you're selecting, you're getting 10 EC2 instance. That is the beauty, as I said you, right? You want 100, just mention 100 and click on OK, 100 get it. You click on 20, you click on OK, 20 server gets created. You have all those kind of capabilities basically in instance. Is it clear, right? So that is very, very good. So let us talk about something which is very, very, very important. Let's talk about, please, uh, UI got completely changed, man. This is what which I don't like. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Now, what is this one? This is what I was explaining you. What is this one? Request a spot instance means I want a server. Immediately I should get created using bidding. Okay, yes or no? I don't want right now. I'm not selecting anything. I will not explain these things, but I will go for it. Host name type. So do you want IP address to be assigned by AWS? Computer name should be assigned when you create it by AWS. So all these things are automatically selected. Is it clear, right? Go and select instance auto recovery. Now what is this instance auto recovery? See, please write it down. Okay. Instance auto recovery recovers your instance if system status checks fails. Okay, first, instance auto recovery recovers your instance if system status checks fails. That means system is having some problem or anything. It will, okay, auto recover. It will try to do auto recovery kind of a capabilities. You can make it, okay, default. That is fine. You can go for it. Okay, write it down. What is the next one? Shutdown behavior. Okay, when you shut down this server, when you shut down this server, what should happen? Whether, so you have one server, you shut down. What should happen? System should become, what is that? Stop means completely hard shutdown or terminate. Which one you want? You can select it. Sir, I have a server. I created a server. Whenever I shut down, that server should be terminated completely. Then select this option. So you worked on the server, completely worked. Let's go and shut down. You shut down. What will happen to that server? Delete it completely. Whichever you want. 90% of the people will go for what is that? When you stop, it will be shut down. That is stop. Okay, right now that is there. Now this is there. Anyone has any questions, please let me know. What is this word? Stop hibernate behavior. What is this hibernation? Where the hibernation word came into picture? What is this hibernation? Anyone? Hibernate, hibernation. Okay, I'll tell you where this word hibernation came into picture. Hibernation came into picture. Basically, one of the example of a very good hibernation is polar bears. You know the property of a polar bear? What is polar bear will do? Polar bear is the biggest bear in the world. It will reside from 9 feet to 11 feet. It's the strongest bear in the entire world. It will go up to 550 or 600 kgs. Okay, it's very, 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 very big. But what happens? Polar bears generally lives in where? Okay, they are basically in Antarctic or basically that places. So where the temperature is very cold. So, in winter in Antarctica, what will happen? Temperature will drop up to minus 80 degrees, minus 70 degrees. Nothing in the world can survive. So what they do for survival, they go and hunt a lot of food. They will eat, 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 eat. When winter comes into picture, what they will do? They will dig a hole in the ice only. They will dig a hole. They will sit inside the hole and they will cover off completely. So outside temperature is minus 70 degrees, but inside that hole it is minus 5 or minus 4. It will survive and no food for next 4 months. Is it clear, right? It will not. So what is happening? It will become so fat. Then the food is the body itself will eat its what is that? Fat. So it will be hibernate for how many months? 4 months. 4 months, 5 months. After the temperature is fine, what it will do? It will break and it will come back and it will be losing 200 kgs. Is it clear, right? So what is meant by hibernation? Hibernation is, let's go and understand what is hibernation, sir. Very important topic, sir. What is meant by hibernation? Hibernation is, let us take an example, sir. Think about like this one. I have my server. This is my server. Okay, this is my server. And let's take an example. You are logging into this server and playing one. What is that? What is that? You are playing one game. And one game you are in which level, sir? In the game? In the game, which level you are? Seventh layer. Is seventh level game. Now this seventh level game is 30 minutes. So like you have a game, right? You will get a gun in a game. You will start shooting everyone. There is a villain in the last. So you are going at the last. In the 30 minutes of game, you reached what is that? 25 minutes. Now someone asking you immediately shut down the system. If you shut down the system, what will happen? Your game will again get restart. Why, sir? The problem here is, let's go and understand what is hibernation. When you are playing a game, right? Always remember, when you are playing a game, you are playing a game. I'm talking right now. I'm using MS Paint. I'm using GoToMeeting. Yes or no? All these things are actually stored in what is that? What is that? RAM. So how do you know? So see, sir. So you go into the task manager. I open MS Paint. I open. So it is going and saying, "Arey boss, you are using C for okay Microsoft Edge in the RAM. Basically, is what is that? It is what is the percentage? How much is the RAM which is stored in a RAM? It is clearly coming and saying, I'm using GoToMeeting, right? So all the things which are running in my system, all the systems, it is present in my RAM. Okay, now what will happen? Can you tell me when you shut down the system, what will happen to the RAM? RAM gets erased and it will become zero. Again, you start the system, what will happen? Again, it will load, but your game will not load, right? You will lose the data. What is meant by hibernation? In this one, you are in which level, sir? And your Chrome is running, some other things are running, right? Mozilla is running and all these things are running. This one, now with the help of hibernation, what is the meaning of hibernation? You can right click and what you can do right now? What you can do? You can say shut down the system, but you can say shut down the system with hibernation. What will happen? What will happen? What AWS will do? You're in which level, sir? Where are you? Just 5 minutes above you will complete that one. So whatever which is present in the RAM before it shutdowns, it will store it in C drive. Your entire whatever which is present in your RAM will store it in your root drive, C drive, and then it will become what is that? Shutdown. You want to shut down for 1 day, 2 months, 10 months, 1 year, shutdown means shutdown. But where is the RAM content present? In C drive. Next time you go and what do you do? What do you do? When you
Start.
start the server, system gets started. Welcome to Windows Server. But where is your? Then what will happen? Whatever which is present, again it will load it into this RAM. So what do you see now? Seventh layer. Wherever you stopped, right? There you will see again exact state it will be there. That is called as hibernation. Is it clear, guys? Online people, is it clear? Is it clear? Please acknowledge it if it is clear. If it is not clear, please type I am not clear. I will explain you once again. Now every time, anytime, even right now I am teaching this one, right? Suddenly something happened, tuck, my system got shut down. When I again start, what will happen? I'll be not in this state. Again I have to open MS Paint. Again I have to log in to go to meeting, everything. But what will happen if I have an option called as shutdown with hibernation? When I shut down, whatever which are open, all these things are copied and store it in a C drive. Whenever again I start the system, that location will be again loaded. You will see these things. Is it clear, guys? Online people.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, sir. I don't know about. Windows 10, they removed it. Okay, I think I got it. They're enabling this hibernation for Windows servers, not desktops. Desktops, you have lot of garbage character issues. That is the reason they might. I don't know about that one, but I know why they have enabled for servers, Windows servers. Yeah, that's what Windows 7, Windows 10 are desktops. Windows server is Windows server. So they are enabled in Windows servers. Windows Server 2012, 16, 22. Yes, sir. Anyone has any questions? Very, very important. So that is what it is asking you here also. So do you want that capability? What is this one? I will stop the server, but in what mode? Hibernation mode. What is this hibernation mode, sir? When you go and click on hibernation mode, so this is hibernate. What is this? Read it. What is this? Hibernate stops your instance and saves the content of instance RAM to a root volume. And next time when you start it, it will take that from root volume and load it back. Wherever you are present, there you can come back. That is called as hibernation. It is providing an option of hibernation. If you want to use it, you can select it. That is called as hibernation. Is it clear, right? All these properties are there. Very simple. Another one. What is this one, sir? So hibernation is you want it or not. Enable yes or not. You can go and select it. I don't want disable. Disable you don't want. What is the next one? Termination protection. So that means you created a server. So there is one AWS account. We are all partners in that AWS account. I'll create a server. He'll create a server. But I don't know. He created a server which is an important server. I feel like why he created it's a test server. I right click and delete it. Server gets deleted. To protect from accidental deletion, you can go and enable what is this one? Termination protection is equal to enable. When you enable, what will happen? I right click and delete. That server will not get deleted. It will come up and say termination protection is enabled. Please, I cannot delete it. So I can know, array, this server is important. Is it clear, right? Termination protection is there. Enable, you can enable for protecting the system. Now there is a production server running. So can someone can stop the server? What will happen when you stop the server? Shut down. It's dangerous, right? You can protect from accidental, what is that? Stop protection. Very simple. You right click and stop, it will also come up and say you can't stop. Is it clear, guys? Simple properties. Now you don't require all these things. I'll explain you this one later point of time, but what I want to explain you would be very, very important. uh, can you please write it down? Can you please write it down? ENI, ENI, Elastic Network Interface. Please write it down. Important, sir. And write it down, important. Star mark. ENI, Elastic Network Interface. Sir, what is Elastic Network Interface? So always remember, sir, this is, always remember, sir, anything in the world. I said you to learn Bible. What is our Bible? OSI model. Then what did you understood on Bible? So this is your server. This is your laptop. I don't have. This is also another laptop. This server and this server can communicate to each other. But how it gets communicated? Always remember, this server wants to communicate here. This server wants to communicate here. Yes or no? But how they gets communicated? Keep it in your mind. What is the meaning of layer number two? Layer number two. What is that? What data? Data layer is layer number two. Session layer. Okay. After networking layer, session layer. So always remember how these two servers are communicating. In front of a server, anything is there. There is something here in a laptop or anything. Anything you want to communicate it. You remember, right? This cable, this internet cable or this cable is connected here. Now what is this one? What is this one? Your wire is connected like this one and another wire is connected like this one. What is this one? What is that? Have you heard about Nick card? Nick card, have you anytime broken your server, angry, broken? You will see a Nick card. Sir, what is Nick card? Very famous, very, very important. So, this is called as Nick card. Many people have seen that one. Have you seen this Nick card? And your internet wire is going here. And this, so it is converting zeros and ones to understandable format. So it's a transportation, it's a second layer. Okay, so this is a NIC card. Even when I am trying to create an EC2 instance, I need a card, right? You don't call it as a NIC card, you call it in AWS as what is that? ENI, Elastic Network Interface. You call it as ENI. In the bracket, you can call it as virtual NIC card. It's a virtual NIC card. So in the background, AWS need a virtual NIC card. So you will be providing. So AWS will automatically, when you're trying to create EC2 instance, they will create a NIC card. And what is stored in the NIC card? I don't know how many people know. It's very, very important. If you do any fraud, let's take an example. I'm sending a mail to her. I'm going to kill you. Let's take an example. If police want to go and check it out, in my house, 8 laptops are there. From which laptop the mail sent? Very, very important. Can you tell me what is the significance of a NIC card? What is there? In NIC card, you have some
Might be having
information.
the IP
In
address.
this NIC card only, in this NIC card only, you are assigning IP address, right? Of your laptop, private IP address, public IP address. All these things are assigned to this NIC card. And also, have you heard about MAC IP address? MAC IP address is nothing but this chip is manufactured. They are providing one ID for it. It is unique in the world. MAC IP address. MAC address, not IP address. MAC address, as an example, that is present. The same thing, sir, in AWS also. In AWS also, we are trying to create one server. So AWS will assign a NIC card. So very, very, very important. ENI AWS. Very important. Write it down. What is this ENI? And write it down everything, whatever year it is mentioned. An ENI, Elastic Network Interface, is a logical networking component in It will go and store IPv4 address, secondary IPv4, elastic IP address, public IP address, IPv6, security group, MAC IP address, source and destination, and description. All are very important. Please write it down. Is it clear, right? Very important, sir. Not important. Logically, any computer in the world, any computer, Azure, AWS, GCP, your on-premise, VMware, Oracle, IBM, this concept is same to same. You don't find any difference between AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, IBM, VMware, DigitalOcean. Everything is same, sir. Is it clear? So very, very important. So again, I'm asking you what is the reason. Next time I'll ask a question, you should tell me. The most important thing is in this NIC card, what is stored? Your IP address is stored. All the public private IP address are stored in the NIC card only. And the most important, next time after 20 days, slowly I'll come up and say, where is security group store? If you provide a wrong answer, I'll kill you. Okay, right? Both are basically residing here. Very, 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 very important, sir. NIC card, basics of your computers. Got it? As an example, so very, very important. AWS will automatically assign your ENI, Elastic Network Interface. Sir, where is that? The UI got changed very recently. That is the reason I am confused. But let me see. It is here. It should be somewhere here. Yes, there is no. No, no, no. Man, what is this? Or where should I type here? Control find ENI networking settings DHCP. Okay, let's go and click on next. Okay, so let's see. I'll show you, sir. I think let's go for it. No, I think when you go and select it, no, not this one. They change the UI. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go and select it. EBS capacity, tendency. Yes. Okay. I'll show you, sir. I don't know. The UI got changed. We'll see that one. But please write it down. NIC card. Very, very, very important. NIC card. So you select your NIC card. Very, 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 very important. That is NIC card. Now, by default, it gets selected. There is no need for you to worry about anything. It is by default inbuilt. And the next one would be, let's go into not these things. Okay, write it down. Please write it down. Very, very important. Please write it down. Write it down. User data and make it 5-star. This is mandatory. Any person who's learning DevOps, this is the most important thing in DevOps. User data. In EC2 instance, you have a concept called as what is user data. Let's explain it in very detailed way. What is user data? Sir, can you tell me? I think I'll go for a diagram. I think I'll explain you. You tell me. Okay, very simple. I have one. What is that? What is this one? What is this one? What is AMI? Image. What is
Machine
this image
Image.
contains? Yeah, image is Windows Server 2012. What is that? R2. Right? Yes or no? Image is only having what is that? Windows Server
R2.
2012 R2. I launch what it will create when you launch it from here. It will create what?
image.
Sir, no, sir. From image, you will launch what?
Instance.
It will go and create EC2 instance. When you launch this EC2 instance, what is present in this EC2 instance? Can anyone tell me? What is there? Yes.
OS.
What is there?
Im image and
What is there in the
softwares.
image that will come.
What is present in the image?
Operating
Is there
system.
Image,
anything is present in the image? Only
operating
Windows Server
system,
2012.
and softwares.
No, sir. What is present in the image I have written here? In the image, what is it
Yeah,
is
Windows
having? Is there any
2012.
software is there?
No.
No. Then when you launch it, what do you see in the EC2 instance?
Backup.
Only Windows Server 2012 R2 only. But very strange. Very strange. So when you launch, you select this image, you launch it. It will definitely have only Windows Server 2008. Okay. But very strange. I can see a folder called as C. What is that? Kumar. In this folder, a software, what is there? In this folder, what is there? And in this folder, what is there? What is there? Man, is it a correct statement or a wrong statement?
Softwares.
Is it a correct statement or a wrong statement? The image is Windows Server 2012 R2 only. I launch it, Windows Server 2012 only there. But see, Kumar folder is there, Skype is there, Mozilla is there, VPN is there, SAP is there. Is it a correct statement or a wrong statement?
Wrong.
It's a wrong statement. Correct? Because whatever the image, whatever you have it,
Uh,
only those things it should be there. But this is a correct statement. Sir, what is this one, sir? Image is not having any other software. But you can write one, what is that? Program. You can write a program. That program will run after this EC2 instance is run. That program, I'm writing a program to download and install. What is that? These things. That is called as user data. Sir, what is meant by user data? Whatever which is present in the AMI. What is present in the AMI? Plain AMI is there. When you launch it, what will happen? Plain AMI gets created. So when gets created, server gets launched, and you will see what is there? Windows Server 2012. Last step of launching the server. Last step of launching the server. This program will run. User data will run. What you have written in the user data program, that will execute. What I have run in the user data, what is the program I've run? I've written a program to create a folder called as what is that? C Kumar. I've written a program to download Skype, VPN, SAP. It is there. Tomorrow you can write a program. What is that? Create a folder C Navin. In that Navin, I have to have Oracle software. It will do Oracle software. Whatever you write in a program, not about installation, uninstallation also, deletion also, creation also, whatever you run it, whatever you write it, that will run in the, what is that? User data. Please write it down. What is the meaning of a user data? Very, 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 very important, sir. DevOps world, it is very important. What is user data? User data is a bootstrap program. Okay. User data is a bootstrap program which will run, okay, which will run during the boot up boot up of a system. Server will be launching and server will be, when you restart the system, what will happen? One program will run and then it will load, right? In that duration, that is called a boot up script. Last step of boot up script, your user data will run. Okay, are you able to understand, right? This system will run during boot up process. Is it right? So bootstrapping process. What is bootstrapping program? When you reboot the system, then it will say loading Windows. Loading. Last step it says welcome to Windows. That is the bootstrapping program. This user data also, last step of launching, it will execute. What is the program? You will write it down, it will execute. Is it clear? Please write it down. User data maximum program you write it is 16 KB of size. 16 KB is the size of a user data program. 16 KB. Maximum size is 16 KB of a code. 16 KB of a code. Right? Next one. Let's go for a next one. Sir, I am telling you one thing. Please tell me. This is seniors. Please participate. Online people, I can see 2-3 people are participating. I need everyone to participate. So let us take an example. I have an AMI. I have an AMI. I have an AMI Windows 2000. What is that? R2. And I have one thing. What is this one, sir? What is this one? User data program I've written. I've written a program in which language, sir? Java program. What is the program I've written? Create a folder called as what is that? Kumar. Download the software. What is that? Skype. Download what is that? VPN. And download SAP. I've written. What is that? I've written. And then I launch this system. So what will happen? Tell me. EC2 instance gets created and so yeah, so EC2 instance gets created, Windows Server 2000 R2 server gets added here, and then what will happen? Then what will happen?
Whatever we mention in user data will be.
Whatever we have written in the user data will execute. It will create a C, Kumar, Skype, VPN, SAP. Yes or no? Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Why? Sir, your launching Windows Server got created. Yes or no? What you have written here in which language? How it will
Java.
understand this language is a Java? Did you install to run Java in this system? You should have Java installed, JVM configured. Then only it will understand Java language. Is it having a brain? Oh, this guy is written in Python. Let's execute in Python. How it will know, sir? Oh, you have written in Java. Let's execute in Java. How it will run? It will fail. When you launch it, this one will fail. User data will not execute. Why? How the computer will understand Java language? Is it clear, right? It won't run because all the prerequisites are not present. It will not run. As simple as that. Sir, then why user data is languages which are becoming very, 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 very famous in the world? Sir, if I want to run this program in this system, what should I do? I should install Java. Okay, that is fine. Tomorrow I am going to write a program in what is that? So if I want C sharp in this system, what should be present? .NET framework. Arey sir, what is this one, sir? I am asking to create a simple folder, and for that one you need a .NET framework. What is this nonsense? That is the reason now I can write a program. Welcome to Control Z. Welcome to. Okay, I will not write any program. There are two languages where you can write the program and it will directly execute in the system. What are those things? So write it down. Now if you are writing, you are launching, what is that? Linux servers. You can write it in what is that? Shell
Shell.
scripting. Shell scripting is part and parcel of OS operating system, Linux operating system. If you are writing in a shell scripting will blindly launch if it is a Linux system. Sir, what about if it is a Windows system? In Windows system, you are going to write it in. Is it clear, right? No need of requiring, sir, if I want to, I am writing a program in Python. If you are writing a program in Python, you need to make sure Python should be installed in that system. Why do you want to worry? Just write a program in PowerShell, write a program in shell scripting. It will automatically run and all these things. What are these two languages? These two languages are scripting language. Scripting means administration task, creating a folder, installation, configuration. They are well developed. So that is the reason PowerShell and shell scripting, both the things you can use it here. Is it clear, guys? Anyone has any questions here? What is meant by user data? And when you launch user data, what is user data? It's a bootstrapping program. And also one, user data will by default, write it down, the third point, by default user data will execute only once during the launch of the server. By default, user data will execute only once during the launching of the server. When you launch the server, right? Only that time, one time only user data will run. Again and again bootstrapping, it will not work. Now, basically by default, that's the reason I can go for it. Now your business requirement is, I have a user data program. Whenever the bootstrapping program, whenever I restart the program bootstrapping, that program will there. I'll tell you. There is one option in user data. You can persist is equal to true. You mention it. It will run again and again. We will talk about when I explain you practically. Okay. I need 2 more days to explain EC2 instance practically, or 1.5 hours. Is it clear? I'll create it. I'll create in front of you. I'll paste very powerful PowerShell program, shell scripting program. What the hell you want to do it? I'll provide you everything for you. Is it clear, guys? Anyone has any questions? What is meant by user data? It's a bootstrapping program. You paste it, and when you launch it, it will launch it. Is it clear? So if you see what are the things we require right now, what are the things which are pending, sir? Pretty straightforward, sir. Right? Did I selected OS? Right now, with the help of in AWS, what? Very good. AMI. Did I selected RAM? Did I selected CPU cores? Yes or no? With the help of instance type. Good. Very good. Did I selected my, what is that? Network. With the help of PPC, sir. I selected public subnet, private subnet, IP address and everything. In this one only, what is coming? NIC. NIC is called as what? ENI, Elastic Network Interface. Fine, yes or
Or
no?
virtual NIC.
Yes. Yes, sir. Okay. ENI, Elastic Network Interface is a virtual NIC. Yes or no? What is pending to create a server? Next thing, simple.
Storage.
Yes, sir. Good, sir. Storage. That is the next class tomorrow. And storage is the one which is pending. And nothing. What is that? That's it. Tomorrow this one will be done, and 10% of security will be done. Day after tomorrow we will be launching our own server. Is it clear? I am going to launch our own server. And for your information, sorry guys, I may not be available on January 3rd. January 3rd, 4th or 5th, somewhere else I'm going to Shirdi. I'll be not available on those days. Okay, that is fine. And I you know it, right?
Which
Kelly
date fixed?
Technologies. Pardon me, sir.
Which date is fixed? Third or
I don't know,
fifth?
sir. I need to check it out. So train tickets are on 3rd, but
Okay, waiting list.
my brother is booking actually. I will inform you tomorrow. When is that date which I will be not available?
Okay, okay, right.
Okay, these 2 or these days somewhere I'm not available. Okay,
2
so
days.
any questions? Tomorrow is this topic. What is that? Storage. You have 5 types of storage in AWS, and then we will talk about security. You remember what is security in server level?
Security groups.
Security group.
Security group.
Security group. Yes, sir. Not NACL is subnet level. Server level security is what? Security group. And there will be 30 minutes of topic tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Is it clear, right? These 2 things. Let's go and finish off. Any questions anyone has? Anyone has any questions? Once AWS EC2 instance is completed, we will juggle up to go for AWS certification questions. We'll go and write where we are we correct, learning correctly, what, where. We will go into that area. Is it clear, guys? Okay, guys. So I'll sign off right now. Let's
Kumar,
see
one
you
question.
tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we have selected that auto recovery option, right? In the
Yes.
instances EC2.
Mm-hmm.
But in IaaS, the AWS is not responsible for OS, right? Only for hardware only.
Yes, that is auto recover for the hardware only. That is the
Okay.
reason there is a problem with the network. So AWS will take care. Anyone with the storage, AWS will take care, not with your operating system. You corrupted your operating system, AWS will not help you, right, sir?
Right.
Okay.
Got it.
And also you did not understood properly, sir. It clearly says system checks failure. What is system checks failure? You will understand when I launch it. This is the system check failure, sir, which I'll explain you when time comes. This one, sir. This one. This is the one. Are you able to see here? This one. What is this one? 2 by 2, it will come. I'll explain you when we launch it. If this one fails, this one generally fails when there is a problem in the network or storage. And in this team, I am working in Microsoft. This team in Microsoft is called as VFP. Okay, so to understand the status and everything, VFP status we call it as, and I am primary responsible for this one only in Microsoft. Is it clear, right? I'll talk about this status checks. It is in AWS, it is 2 by 2. Now what is this 2 by 2? Let's launch it and we'll explain it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay guys. Okay, thank you.